Yeah, although it takes some people a week to make a new real audio show. Not me. Why does he do that? Why does the Prodigy guy always have to jump in there with some horrible lyrics in the middle of a good beat? Now granted, on some songs like Breathe, yeah, it makes it. But on the rest of them, no. We don't need to hear that. And where on earth do they get the effects for this guy's voices? What do they strap his nuts to a lawnmower engine and turn it on and have him sing? I don't understand it. But that's what this show is going to touch on a little bit in the beginning. Good old Captain Immy's coming at you with my thoughts on Quake and Quake 2 music soundtracks, if that's what you want to call them. I'll even comment a little bit on the Unreal soundtrack. Alright, but before we get into that, let's touch on the Evander Holyfield fight. Cancelled because Mr. Akinwande, or however you want to pronounce one of his African names, he's got hepatitis, so he can't fight. And poor old Evander, they always find some way to screw him over in the boxing arena now, don't they? So digging through the old wave file collection, I'd like to dedicate this one to Evander Holyfield.
I was boxing with Evander. I was going in my own pace, looking like a bulldog with my squunched up face. Things got kind of rough. He butted me in my eye. Suddenly I got hungry, and his head looked like a pie, so I bit his ear. Yeah, I bit his ear.
Why you got to bite me on my ear? I thought my ear had fell off.
So everyone started yelling, but I was having fun, and just like Lay's potato chips, I can never eat just one. We got a little closer, and then I was going to punch, but the ear was near, and it was clear that it was time for lunch, so I bit his ear. Yeah, I bit his ear.
I forgot to mention, I've got a little surprise for you kiddies. After I'm done with the initial show, I'm gonna cut and paste a WAV file that I have here. It's an interview, a so-called interview that I did with Wolfen last night. The guy calls me from Colorado, and it was about 11 o'clock when we started, and we get off the phone at 12. So it's a pretty hefty segment, and it was supposed to be an interview, yet I had nothing really to ask the guy, so we just started talking, and well, it touches on some pretty funny stuff. So if you care to listen to it, that'll be at the end of the show. I also got a lot of email from everybody. I'm really surprised and I'm really happy, and I want to thank you all. I know I haven't replied to half of all of it, yet I have read every single piece of email that came in regarding my show, and I've taken it all into consideration. So I'm hoping, this show, it's going to be a litbe bit longer, maybe a little less funny, but it'll probably be a little bit more informative. So if that's what you guys want, you got it. I want to first start off by saying I love Trent Reznor. The guy's a musical genius, but not if you were to listen to the Quake 1 soundtrack. Okay, ambience is one thing, but it sounds like he duct taped a microphone to a fan and just turned it on for half the tracks. I'm a big fan of ambience because a lot of times I've seen music ruin a game, but you can't strap a microphone on a horse and slap and expect to get a good Quake track out of it. You just can't. I don't remember which review it was, but a while back when Quake 1 first came out, they sat there ranting and raving about this soundtrack, and I figure, Trent Reznor, demonic theme, it's gotta be good. I buy the thing, and I found myself shutting off the CD audio within the first level. It broke my heart to see good old Trent boy, in my opinion, didn't come up with anything good. So that's my opinion on the Quake 1 soundtrack, and yes, I did listen to it all. And I didn't like it one bit. Now Quake 2, hello, good music, I like it. Sure, who did this? Sonic Mayhem or something Mayhem. The point is, they did good. I like these guys. They have really good musical taste. Only bad side to it is that, okay, they probably made enough money off this soundtrack to where they could buy at least one more distortion pedal. It sounds like each track has the same distortion. And as far as the drums go, I felt no kick at all. I like a soundtrack that makes my nuts slap my throat, that kind of a thing. But on this one, it sounded like the bass drum was a BB gun, and I didn't really like that at all. But then there's good old Unreal. You figure that in 2 years, maybe they could write some decent music for the game, but no. Actually, okay, the music tracks themselves, they aren't that bad. But let me give you a little impression of why I didn't like Unreal, okay? I'm going to jump out of character for a second and jump into the Unreal character. A door opens, there's a big monster there, and all of a sudden you hear dun 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 dun. Okay, so that's cool. Hey, all right, there's a monster there. I'm going to fight him. I don't know. Do they think that we're all ex-Duke Nukem players, that we can't kill a monster within 5 minutes? Because I sit there, I load up my little 8-ball and shove a few rockets up the monster's ass. He splatters all over the room, and it's a nice, pretty day outside. There's little rabbits hopping around with all these monster guts, but I'm still hearing dun 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 dun. Hello? If you're gonna make music dynamic, make sure you know how to stop it. I'd like to go over and kick the maestro in the ass and say, look, there's little rabbits hopping around. The guy's dead. Now switch to something peaceful. Oh yeah, and I guess I need to explain my grudge against Team Fortress Software, because I just got another email asking why I'm so pissed. Well, let me tell you a little sob story right now, and I may get a little choked up, but I'll sit through it. Quake 2 comes out, right? It's the first day. Quake 2's out. I go to the store and I buy it, of course. Take it home, I play it, I beat it. It's fun, okay? All right, the game was fun. But then I go on the internet, and the first thing I look for is, when's TF2 coming out, okay? I didn't see it. I didn't see anything about TF2, man, alright? I looked. There was nothing. So I sat, alright? I sat and I waited. A week or so went by, and I think it was on Blues News, yeah. I saw this little link, and it was about TF2 for Quake 2. My eyes, I was so happy. I was like a little orphan at Christmas time that got a can of peaches. I was happy. And I clicked there and it said TF2, it had the banner. And it said coming soon. So I waited. And I waited some more. And I don't know, a few months went by and nothing came soon. And I figured, no, it's TF Software, they'll come through. I love their games, big thumbs up, big smile. Nothing. Alright. All I see are these rumors about their switching to the Half-Life engine. Made me a little upset, if you know what I mean. And when E3 rolled around, finally by this time I gave up all hope. It turns out it's true. Hey! They gave a big
fuck the fucking fuckers
to the Quake community and switched to Half-Life. So to basically sum up my feelings about Team Fortress Software.
Why don't you go outside and play hide and go fuck yourself?
Uh-oh, hello. I just found an email, kiddies. Like I said, I do read them all, and I got one from a Steve Murphy, and I won't give out his email address because I don't know if he wants me to or not. But he explains that cheating cannot be done on the client side. Now, I consider the proxy in Team Fortress cheating, and that's done on client side, so why can't something be done with Quake 2 like that? Remember the rockets shooting out of your ass? I think that's a client-side cheat. Anyway, he says that cheats must be programmed on the server side. And if that's the case, then I'm going to start rattling off servers that I've seen cheating on. He says, if you find someone cheating, they must have uploaded their own GameX86.dll to the server. And then he also says, thirdly, which of course this is because I'm snipping out a lot of it, the checksum on the DLL file will be bad, because people who want to make legitimate modifications to the game, such as MOTD, or enhance in-game scoreboard, will not be able to run their DLLs without being labeled cheaters. I don't know if you're right or wrong, bud. You sound like you're right, because you sound like you know what you're talking about, and I didn't. So in that case, clappity clap clap. Congratulations. Remember, kidlets, immortal@ecis.com. I will read your email. In fact, I may reply, and chances are I'll talk about it on my show. Just remember that your email is going to be treated like a little kid at a bar mitzvah. There's going to be a lot of snipping going on. Man, just when everything was going good, I started to sport some wood from all the positive feedback. Thanks a lot, guys. I get an email about cheating in Jailbreak. Now, I'm not going to say how to perform the cheat because that would just be flat out Team Fortress-like of me, stupid and faggish. I will say that I hope that the makers of Jailbreak, they've been emailed about it. According to the email I have, this person has told them about the cheat and how it's performed. Hopefully they'll fix it. They won't pull a good old TF software on us and just leave us all hanging and sucking on the tit of cheaters out there, so to speak. So I'm just asking the Jailbreak boys, look, okay, I'm sure you know about the cheat. If you don't, come to me and ask. It involves ghost mode, but still being able to hurt players, which is probably as bad as a cheat as you can get. So, boys, please fix it. I love you. I love your game. I love it all. And the last thing I want is for you guys to become like the fags at Team Fortress. I don't know what it is. I don't think this show is going as great as the last few did. Maybe that's because I'm taking into consideration your emails on maybe I need to report more news and talk more about Quake than I need to shoot my mouth off. But screw you guys that did say that. The rest of you that backed me up for what I did originally, thanks a lot. But I'm going to go back to my normal style. Here's my idea. So listen up, kiddies. Everybody in the Quake community pitches in $1, just $1, to send me to Thresh's house. I show up, we got all live footage there. I knock on the door. When Thresh answers in his pajamas, I pull him out into the driveway, and right then and there, WCW shows up with a wrestling ring. Now I'm saying, and now this is an open challenge in front of everybody, me and you, Thresh, celebrity mud wrestling. I'm not a celebrity yet, but I will be. I'm talking me, you, a WCW ring filled with mud. Winner takes all. I want the Ferrari, I want your computer, and your Microsoft endorsement. The only reason I want that is so when Billy Gates tries to shake my hand, I can ninja kick him in the nuts and be the man I've always wanted to be. So Thresh, and when I probably meet you, I'll probably be nice to you because that's the kind of hypocrite I am. In fact, I'll probably end up telling you how great you are. But the bottom line is, you need to step up, Thresh. This is an open challenge to you, mud wrestling. And for the rest of the card, because you can't just have the main event, we'll have Scary. He'll mud wrestle your mom, Scary over from the Sugar Shack. And we'll get the Planet Quake guys to wrestle your little brother. I'm gonna admit that I like to fight dirty. I'm an eye gouger, biter, kind of pinching kind of person. But no need for proxy bots here, but I could take you. So what do you say? Me, you, mud wrestling. Your thoughts.
And in other news,
And in an official press release today by the corporate headquarters of M-Player, they have admitted that they suck, and they're going to use their voice chat engine for internet-driven phone sex. From the Wall Street Journal today, it looks like Bill Gates made the front cover again. This time it looks like he was rammed in the ass by a goat. And he said, I quote, "I like this more than Windows 98. Oh yeah, those of you who decide to stick around for the interview with me and Wolfen, I bring up a good voting question, I think it is. It would be, who would you rather see screw Lara Croft more? Would it be the Quake guy, the Quake 2 guy, even though they're supposed to be the same, Duke Nukem, Max Payne, or the chick from Unreal? Send me your